Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the episode. Today, we're going to do a coronavirus Q&A of various questions that I've been receiving and just various information that I have for you with some wisdom, some awakened wisdom here about the whole situation and going forward, and our message for you. So, as always, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to me. Get your newsletter at hectorsalva.com. There you'll find the podcast. You'll also find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Hungan Hector. You can find this information at hectorsalva.com. So, I've been hearing all kinds of questions. I want to dive right in about the coronavirus, what to think, what to expect, what do I have to say, what about the spirits. First of all, I've been blessed to be able to connect with and share journey with people from all over the world. So I've been able to receive various perspectives and outlooks and situations and experiences. So first and foremost, I want to say, if you've lost someone due to the virus, we offer our prayers and condolences to you and your family during this time. If you're dealing with this, if someone you know has this, our prayers go out for everyone to be able to find the balance that's needed and be able to, thrive and succeed and live and, move forward from this. So, coronavirus. First and foremost, what I want to say is that we're here with you. We're here with you during this whole situation. And we're here. I want to hear your comments, your ideas, your thoughts. I often put all of this on our social media as well as on the blog, where I'm going to leave the comments open. How have you been dealing with things? How have you been dealing with the quarantines that are going on? Or perhaps like the loss of job or being laid off? We want to hear how you're keeping in all of this, because the coronavirus is going to affect everyone who is living throughout this time period right now, in which it's, novel and going on and really strong. So we're here with you. I understand. I've had lots of calls with lots of people. People are scared. People are crying. People have experienced loss. This is very real. Coronavirus, shit is real. This is very real. And we want to let you know that we're here with you. We understand. We're here with you, and we want to give you the wisdom that God, the Great Spirit, allows us to give, and give you this. Start your day with gratitude. Start your day with the attitude of gratitude. We have an episode on that. And start your day with gratitude. Start your day with naming 5 things you're grateful for. 5 things you're grateful for, because you're going to have to keep strong during this time. You're going to have to keep clear during this time. Depending on where you're at, how it's already affected you, it may have varied. There's lots of places who are on complete lockdown. And as I was speaking with people earlier, there's individuals who, and how I have always said, there's individuals who live hand to mouth. They're just barely making it. Okay? And these lockdowns and these shutdowns still can bring death. Okay, there's people in third world countries that can't go out and sell in the market, can't go out and, drive cabs or do what they need to do. And so in a major way, they're being impacted and affected by lack of finance and lack of money, and they're not eating, and they already weren't eating every day. And many people here in the US have been impacted in a huge and major way, and there's a lot of people here that are homeless, that don't have what's needed. And some people, through whatever means they got there, it doesn't matter. That is how life is. And they're really struggling during this time. And we want, everyone to be able to get what they need and move forward how it's appropriate. People ask me, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do to protect ourselves? I'm going to go ahead and tell you everywhere they're telling you about the 5, the social distancing, the washing your hands, the not touching your face, not touching your nose, ears, mouth or throat, ears, eyes, none of this. I'm going to tell you, be very careful, clean all surfaces, don't touch things randomly. I have to give you all those same things because it's really important that we cut down this spread. And just to give you an example, it's kind of so cray. It's cray. It's crazy, that means, for all my peoples. It's crazy because, I live currently across the street from a park. Never in over a decade that I live here has anyone ever gone and taken lawn chairs out to the park and sit in the parking lot just to enjoy the sun. And yesterday was a whole group of people that decided that's what they were going to do yesterday. And this is a time where people are supposed to be social distancing and kind of stopping the spread. In a way, I get it. Some people who are more self-centered or involved, you understand, may not see how that could affect others. But, we all have to take our part and give up a little bit of something so that we can help everyone who's going through this. But again, I understand, because I understand and accept people. So I accept you how you are, and you do what you do, but let that be on you. But it's crazy how never have I seen this. And yesterday there was all these people sitting out just in their lawn chairs across the street in the parking lot. And never has that happened before. I understand that was a normal thing. I've been places where that's our normal thing and that's what we do. But this is not one of them places. And the fact that people been told to go ahead and stay home and social distance, and here where we're at is don't travel unnecessarily, essential travel only, and a curfew and all this jazz, and people is going and doing this nonsense. But hey, people don't make sense. That's why it's called nonsense. So anyway, and if you is one of those people who, is currently doing that, I ain't mad at you, but come on, get it together. That's number one. Number two is, think a little bit on a larger level. Number three is, hey, you did it. So ain't no use in crying over spilled milk. But just kind of this is a time where it's a great opportunity for the world to wake up. It's a very big wake-up call. It's a very big wake-up call, and it's a hard wake-up call. This ain't no easy wake-up call. And like in all the information, there's tons of information going on about this right now. Of course, it's a pandemic, right? And all of that, there's an actual healing going on by Mother Nature. There's an actual healing going on in the earth, in the lessening of pollution, and all kinds of other things that are going on. Now, because you're human, and, sometimes one is human, people is human. Because of that, you might not see where that can go. But it goes somewhere. Everything reaches somewhere. Everything reaches its destination shorter or sooner. Quicker or later, everything reaches its destination. And it's also a big wake-up call to reach a level of personal freedom, awakeness, and life, okay? Because you really got to pay attention. You got to start to be grateful for everything that we have. And I know a lot of people are more practicing gratitude probably now more than ever. But this is something that we got to carry forward and not just forget it later on. Now, if you're currently struggling and going through the tough time and you're struggling, you will find ways. You will find a way. A lot of people have forgotten how strong that they really are sometimes. Sometimes people forget how strong that they are. And it's easy to forget. And sometimes you doubt yourself. But you will find ways. You will move it forward. Because there is that power within you. And in this time is for you to start to tap into that power of who you are. A lot of people are right now quarantined up, and we want to keep with you during this time, especially because we know it's a lot going on. And in this quarantine up time right now, with everything that's going on, we want you to know that it's one of the safest places you can be is kind of like locked up in your own space, making sure that you're keeping all them rules that we've been recommended currently, because that's what you can do. Also, seek that connection with that inner, with that more, with that which of you which is timeless. That's what we offer here. To become awakened. Awakened to what? Life. Life is here. Life is for you. If you're listening, life is for you. Right? So everything that has a beginning is going to have an end. And right now, a lot of fear is being tossed around. Fear is only going to help to break you down. That's not going to give you life. That just takes life from you. Okay? But you need to remember who you are. Wake up out of the dream. Wake up out of the illusion. Okay? And trust. Because really, we've spoken on this in many podcasts, you have to trust in life. Whatever life will throw at you, it's going to throw many things. Okay? But you need to trust. Trust in life. We've discussed this many times in this podcast. Because you gotta, if you don't trust in anything, trust in yourself. And many people can't trust in themselves. That's why we have the work that we do, so that you can change your life, so that you can be free, experience peace, and have what you need. That you're no longer tied up. That you can make your own world. I'm not here. I don't want to talk to you on a thing of fear, but of a thing of reality. Many individuals are not taking this seriously, and it is something that should be taken seriously. And many individuals are taking this very, very seriously. And we applaud you for that too. But getting overly fearful is not going to help you. It's only going to harm you. It's going to only work you up and break you down and break down kind of your natural defenses. Going forward, lots of people are asking me what to expect going forward, what's coming from here. Do not expect that this is going to be something that's going to disappear. And a lot of people are thinking that this is something that they're just going to find a real quick cure for. That's not what it appears. A lot of other individuals are, when will they open everything up? When will everything go back to normal? Normal, it will probably never really be normal. There will be a new normal. And some of these things that are like being taught to you as far as what to implement to keep yourself safe are probably going to be part of those new normals. And there is going to be basically this is going to be quite some time. This is not going to go away. It's not just going to disappear and go away very quickly. Okay? And this is going to continue to affect people financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's a very trying time. And we will go into in another podcast about an actual message that we had gotten back in February about things in a very clear way. But this is going to be a very trying time for a large amount of people. And a lot of change in the way that people live and do things not only is occurring, but is going to continue to be that way for quite some time going forward. Things are continuing to unravel. They will reopen things up before things have taken its full course. Before things have taken its full course, countries will go back into opening up their markets and doing things back, with major concern, with getting that economy running before things have fully flown their course. Okay? You have to trust in what's real. And what's real, hey, that's a big work, because illusion is much of what you have confused for reality for a very long time. Many illusions that many have lived under. And this is part of many of worries and fears, is that the illusions are crumbling. And for many are preaching off that this is like end of world, apocalypse, etc. No, darling. That's not how it is. Okay? That's not how it is. We haven't reached there. And so that. But this is going to continue. This is not going to be 1, 2, 3 and done. It's not something that I'm saying to get you shook up, scared. Something that I'm saying so that you can come to faster acceptance of the new realm, the new world, of the new way things are going to be, at minimum for quite some time going forward. And you will see, however, as far as lots of financial things, as far as businesses, etc., that's going to have to go back up and running to a certain degree. There's no getting around that. People have to be able to financially survive, because someone asked me this another day, was basically, the importance of money, right? And this was before. When I say the other day, I actually mean months and months ago. But I pointed out the importance, and now this person is now really kind of freaking out about it and about money. Why? Because they thought that they were over it, but actually they weren't over it, because money is one of those things that kind of ranks up with air as far as the world is concerned, which means that you need it because you need it to survive, you need it to eat, and you need it to live. There's a lot of people working really diligently and really hard to make sure that people are going to be able to at least eat and get some assistance and some relief. But there's going to be many people that are going to go without relief. There's going to be many losses to many people who are never going to get a hand of help, because they land somewhere in the middle. In the middle of where? In the middle of nowhere. Meaning that life is going to have to change for them. And the style of life is going to have to change. There's going to be a big rift coming. But that you shall see for yourself. That you shall see for yourself. Okay? Because there's going to be a rift. And when that rift comes, I want y'all, the ancient ones. That's what y'all are. Ancient ones. Ancient ones. Ancient ones are not so easily destroyed, And what I mean by that is, remember who you are. Truth is, many don't know who they are. And if you don't know who you are, that's good. You have a start. And in this time, this is an awakening time for you. To say, hey, maybe you don't really know who you are. Maybe you're a lot scared. You're filled with fear. You're scared of death. You're scared. You're scared of what's going to happen financially, etc. That's good. Use this time to wake up. There are people here. We are here. I'm here to help you to wake up, to know who you are, so that at least you can start to trust that. And if you can trust that, maybe we can have you trust life, and you will see the many beauties that the world has been holding here for you all this time. But sometimes you think you're awake and you're really fast asleep, and sometimes you're so lucid in your dream that you really thought you was awake. And many people who thought that they were awake are waking up to the fact of still living in the illusion. And that's good. That's a beautiful thing. It's going to tear you apart. But sometimes Ma Kali is needed. Sometimes Kali Ma is needed. Sometimes things are needed. And a huge balancing occurs. A huge balancing occurs. And take this time that's given to you, that maybe you never valued before. Appreciate it. Drink it. Imbibe it. Give it life. Let life give it to you. Let life give it to you. Let life bring you life. Let life bring more life. Stay safe. Stay cautious, of course. Only a fool jumps in front of Mack trucks. Only a fool thinks he's not going to get hit for jumping in front of a moving train. Be cautious. Be safe. But find that which is sitting there, that's been waiting for you to be awake. To be awakened to life. A lot of things are falling. And in my next podcast, which I'm actually planning to release a few of these, boom, 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 like this, because like I said, I want to be here with y'all. But in my next podcast, we're going to talk about the message that talks about this falling. And that podcast is going to be called Grand Zero in some way or fashion. So if you see that, then you know I'm talking about that. And like I said, I want to hear all your questions, your comments, what you're doing to stay safe and healthy. Maybe you have ideas, tips on cleaning, etc., etc. Share, help each other. That's how we all work together. I have various people. We've in various ways are doing what we got to do for people. So that. Anyway, if you have other questions, concerns, etc. And actually, I didn't cover a lot of things because that's what happens when we're speaking like this from the wisdom from that place, is that things just go where they go sometimes. But from truth, go ahead and make sure that you go to the blog at hectorsalva.com, get your newsletter. You're really going to want that. Check it out. Check out the blog. There you could. I'm going to have this open up to comments, so on and so forth. We want to hear from you. Many, many blessings. So keep the faith today and always. We'll speak soon. Many blessings.